Close your eyes. Let the body settle into stillness. Let the breath soften. There is nowhere you need to go, nothing you need to do. You are here in this timeless space of awareness. Tonight, let the voice of Sage Vasishtha guide you beyond the mind and into truth. The silence before creation. Before the world appeared, before sound, before thought, before I, there was only consciousness, vast, unmoving, eternal. Vasishtha called it Brahman, the absolute, that which never begins and never ends. It is not something to be reached. It is what you already are. But the mind, restless and proud, builds its world of names and forms and forgets the source from which it was born. Vasishtha's words pierce through this fog. The world is only the movement of thought. When the mind is still, the world disappears. And what remains is truth itself. The dream of the mind. Notice how your mind keeps dreaming, even now, of who you are, what you want, what you fear. All these are waves on the ocean of consciousness. The mind says, I am this body, I am this life, I am my story. But Vasishtha whispers gently, you are not in the world is in you. Let that sink in, like a pebble dropping into a still pond. You are the space in which everything arises, the thoughts, the feelings, the sensations, even this voice. They appear and they fade. But you, the witness, remain untouched. Rama's question. In the Yoga Vasishtha, Prince Rama asked his teacher, why do I feel bound? Why do I suffer if I am divine? And Vasishtha answered with compassion, the bondage is only in the mind. You imagine yourself to be the doer, and so you suffer the results of your imagination. Pause here. Can you see it? How the mind creates a problem and then tries to solve the very problem it invented. It cries for freedom, but it never looks at the one who is already free. This is the great illusion, Maya, the dream that hides the dreamer. The river of thought. Let your breath flow softly. Notice how thoughts move like a river, continuous, ever-changing. Vasishtha said, the mind is nothing but the flow of thoughts. When this flow ceases, what remains is the self, luminous and serene. Do not try to stop your thoughts. Do not push them away. Simply see them as they are, momentary ripples in infinite consciousness, just as a mirror reflects everything but is never touched by what it reflects. You too are untouched by the movements of the mind. You are not the current. You are the riverbed, silent, steady, infinite. Freedom is here. Listen, not with the ears, but with your being. Freedom is not in the future. It is not hidden in some distant heaven or in the next life. It is here, now, in the seeing itself. Vasishtha said, liberation is not the end of the journey. It is the recognition that there never was a journey. Can you feel that? The quiet recognition that you were never lost, only dreaming of being lost. When the dream dissolves, there is no awakening for someone. There is only awakening, impersonal, vast, and peaceful. Beyond birth and death. The sage reminds us, birth and death are only the rising and setting of ideas in the mind. The self is unborn, undying, ever free. Imagine a wave in the ocean, afraid of disappearing. It struggles to survive, unaware that it is nothing but the ocean itself. So too, we cling to this body, this name, this life, forgetting that we were never separate from the whole. Rest now in that knowing. You are not a person traveling through time. You are time's very witness, the eternal silence in which all things come and go. The mirror of wisdom. Vasishtha's teaching is not a philosophy to memorize. It is a mirror to look into. Each word he spoke was like a spark of light pointing you back to yourself. He said, when the light of understanding dawns, even the desire for liberation disappears, for the one who desired was never real. The ego fades not through effort, but through seeing. Like a shadow disappearing at sunrise, the false self vanishes when the truth of your being is seen clearly. You are not becoming awakened. You are awakening from the idea that you were ever asleep. The still heart. Breathe slowly. Let your attention rest not on thoughts, but on the space between them. That space, that stillness, is your true home. Vasishtha said, be still. Know yourself as pure awareness. Rest in that and be free. There is no higher meditation than this simple awareness of being. No mantra, no ritual, no path can give what you already are. When you stop searching, when you stop naming, truth reveals itself as your own essence. The world as consciousness. Open your inner eyes for a moment. Look at the world not as a collection of separate things, but as one continuous field of consciousness. The tree, the sky, the body, the breath, all shimmering expressions of the same light. Vasishtha said, consciousness alone appears as the universe. It is neither real nor unreal. It simply is. To the awakened, there is no division between inner and outer, self and other. The same awareness that listens within you shines within all. When this is seen, compassion arises naturally. You no longer act from fear or desire, but from harmony with the whole. Letting go of effort. For a long time, the seeker struggles to meditate, to improve, to awaken. But in the end, every effort dissolves into silence. Vasishtha told Rama, effort ends when understanding begins. The river does not reach the ocean, it becomes the ocean. So let go of the striving, let go of the need to arrive. There is no finish line in eternity. Awakening is not an event. It is the timeless recognition that you were never apart from truth. The taste of freedom. Pause. Feel the peace that comes when you no longer cling to thought. There is no need to understand these words intellectually. Let them wash over you like rain on dry soil. Freedom is not a concept, it is a taste, a fragrance, a stillness within. It has no opposite, Vasishtha said. The wise live as the sky, open, boundless, and unattached. Even while moving, they remain still. Even while speaking, they remain silent inside. You too can live this way, as life itself, not as the one trying to control life. Resting in awareness. Now, as you rest, feel the simplicity of this moment. No need to seek, no need to know. Awareness, pure, luminous, unchanging, is here. It has always been here. You are that. Let go of the body. Let go of the name. Let go of every story. And in that letting go, discover the infinite peace that cannot be lost. Vasishtha's final whisper echoes through time. Be still and know you are the eternal self, beyond mind, beyond world, beyond all becoming. As you drift into sleep, let this truth cradle you. You are not the dreamer or the dream. You are the awareness in which both appear. Every thought, every sound, every heartbeat arises and fades within you, the unchanging witness. So rest, beloved one. Rest as consciousness itself. Let Sage Vasishtha's wisdom dissolve the walls of the mind and reveal the infinite sky of being. You are already free. You have always been free. Now, be still and know.